In what ways is this game an opportunity for you guys to kind of show how much you've improved, over the course of the year, and kind of a measuring stick of where you're at?
Yeah, you're talking about the Rucker game?
The Iowa game. This one.
Yeah, it's they're a great opponent. They got a great team. I don't know what they're ranked right now, but they're up there, 14-ish, somewhere in there. That's a strong Big Ten team, and they've got a very obviously historic program over there, and especially in the last few years. So going against a strong defense like that, I thought we had a good offensive week this past week, and just carrying that on and getting to that next step would be huge for us.
Do you see similarities between Wisconsin and Iowa programs?
Yeah, they're both very physical and very technique sound, and they're tough defenses. So we'll be ready to go.
You heard what your coach wanted out of this team in terms of increased physicality and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
How do you think that you guys met the challenge in this past stretch?
Yeah, I thought we had a good week last week with the physicality standpoint. I thought we really upped that from the week before against Wisconsin. So that's a week by week thing for us. Just trying to take that, put it one notch higher every single week, and we're looking forward to doing that against Iowa this week.
Why do you think that was missing?
I don't know if it was missing. I think we just got out physical that in Madison, and that's something that is obviously huge for for teams to control the line of scrimmage and physically dominate the other team. And I felt like we got back on that this last week, and like I just said, carrying that on. This tough Iowa defense would be big for the offense.
Last week, Jim said the pass protection needed to be better. What was the emphasis in that area this past week?
Just trying to make sure we get all our calls, situated. Trying to stay out of third and long situations. If we can get some yards of first and second down, then we won't have to be in such obvious passing situations, and that helps our protection a lot. But just working with Caesar and getting the communication from all positions on the line, letting everybody know where things need to be, where the slide, or where we're IDing things, and make sure that the running backs get that as well. That's something we really worked on.
And did you kind of see the fruits of that work against Rutgers?
Yeah, we did well. I thought the pass pro improved a lot. We were able to make some big in-game adjustments, in the middle of the drive, which was something that we were really happy to see. We had some small mistakes, and then came together, corrected it, and was able to keep moving with no issues.
What were some of those small mistakes?
Just pointing the wrong guy.
Maybe you just touched on it, but why were things different for the offense on Saturday compared to the previous 3 weeks?
I think we just got we got in our rhythm early, and like I said, when this offense gets in a rhythm, you can see the big plays that we can create, and that's something that we were able to do, and we just kept rolling with it.
Did it seem like John Running was healthier, a little bit more comfortable out there last game?
Yeah, he felt fine. I never heard him really complain about anything. He looked good in practice all week, so it's good.
The way Iowa plays in the front seven, as physical as they are, is this a good measuring stick to see how far you've come maybe in 2 weeks with that physical?
Absolutely. Yeah, I think you hit it right on the head. I think it's a great measuring stick, like you said, for us, and it's something that we're always looking to control every single week. So this would be a good front to do it.
You guys have had moving pieces up front. You've had a lot of backs get in there with the run game. You're doing some new stuff.
Yep.
What do you guys feel like? Last year, 4 weeks in, you guys were moving people. Do you feel like you're close to getting back to that?
Yeah, I feel like we're moving people. I think it's just like you said, there's a lot of different moving parts, and trying to find that that one the combination that everyone works best at. And when you got so many different people get plugged in and out, there's different there's gelling that needs to take place. People got to learn how to play with each other, and it's not something that you can just plug and play always. So we're working through that. We've made a lot of progress with it, and it's only getting better. So.
Did Gaddis being on the field make any difference to you or the offensive line as opposed to the skill position players?
I think it was more for the skill position guys, but it was a nice feel having him down there. Quite honestly, I didn't really notice till about halfway through the game he came over, and I realized that he wasn't really normally down there. But no, it was a nice feel when he came over and just had quick encouragements, and we felt like we could get some things communicated pretty well.
Do you foresee the passing game staying as involved as it was at the end of the Wisconsin game and then against Rutgers?
I don't know. I just run the plays that are called. They don't bring me in on those meetings.
And what did you see from the receivers on Saturday?
Yeah, the receivers played outstanding. They had some phenomenal catches, some phenomenal timely catches. When we needed to play, they were able to make it. And I thought their downfield blocking was better. Also, able to get that ball, out to the edge and really make some big plays with that.
How much was the offense streamlined last week versus maybe installing so much, I guess, at the outset of the season?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think we simplified a few things. We can just always trying to tweak it to make it the best that it possibly can be. I think it helped. I think as we saw, we had a good base with everything. So I'm just looking forward to seeing what we're going to do this week.
And from a protection standpoint, how beneficial is it for maybe to have the quarterback maybe just read one side of the field versus having to maybe stand in the pocket and look at the entire spectrum from sideline to sideline?
It doesn't really affect us. We'll handle that. Shea helps us if we miss something, but protection-wise, no, it was the same.
I don't think Iowa's historically been a heavy blitzing team. Do you remember that about them, and what are the challenges of facing a defense?
No, you're right, and that's a very technically sound defense over there, and it's very physical front, and that's what I remember when we played them my freshman year was, they had a very strong team, very strong defensive line, and that's something that we're really looking forward to playing against this week.
How about 94 in particular? What makes him good?
I mean, his reputation speaks for himself. He's a phenomenal player. He's very strong. He's quick. He's got great technique. So, we're looking forward to it.
When you guys came off the field, the second unit came in and we saw Carson Barnhart. What's allowed him to kind of get on the field early as a true freshman?
Yeah, he's just sticking true to what got him here. He's just put his head down and worked. He doesn't really ask. Doesn't talk much. Doesn't try to do too much. Just does a great job. Just trying to learn everything that he possibly can. So, I'm real proud of him. He did well out there too. So, it was good to see.
When special teams creates an opportunity like it did at the start of the second half, what does that mean to an offense and to a team?
Yeah, when you can get those sudden change, the short fields, it's just it's nice to be able to get those and then score quick and just kind of put a cap on that drive. And those are huge momentum shifts for us. Anytime the defense or special teams can give us a short field like that, as an offense, we feel like it's our job to go score a touchdown, and we got 20, 30 yards of field to work with. So, I thought we did a good job with that Saturday. When we were able to jump on that, like you said, with the special teams plays. So, it's just, those are mistakes that you have to capitalize on.
After what happened against Wisconsin, do you feel you guys need to make a statement this weekend?
We're just taking everything week at a time. The loss against Wisconsin was, it happens. We did the same thing to them last year. So, we're just going to go and chip away. And this week we're focused on Iowa. We're not trying to make a statement for a game that happened 2 weeks ago.
Given how much play action you guys run, how important is establishing the run at the outset, and how much do you think in this game, at least I guess the first 4 plays you were running the ball. I mean,
yeah, no, it's important, man. I got to establish a run game, like you said, for those later passes. So, I thought we did a good job with that. I thought we ran the ball well on Saturday, and I think it paid off with we were able to take our deep shots.
Donovan Peoples-Jones seems more healthy. What type of a boost does he give the offense?
Yeah, he's a great athlete out on the edge, and he can make plays like you saw on Saturday. So, anytime we can get him out there and try to get him the ball, it's always going to be huge for us.
Does his versatility put more stress on the defenses? You guys use him all over the place?
I think so. I think he's tough to cover in any facet. The way he can jump and track a ball and go catch it, and then also when he gets that thing in his hand, he can easily make a guy miss. So he's a dangerous guy to have out there, and I'm just happy he's on our team.
You say you want to go 1 week at a time, not necessarily make a big statement. What stood out about last week in practice and then in the game in terms of a response from the loss?
Yeah, I thought we bounced back, and it wasn't. Nobody came out there with their tail between their legs or anything like that. It was, what happened. You got to move on and focus on the next week. So I thought we did a good job with that, and we focused on the game at hand and came out and handled business.
Jim said you've had some practices on Mondays. When did that start? And why is that a good thing?
On Mondays, we've had opportunity practices on Mondays. It's always happened here, and it's a good thing. Sometimes there's some guys that don't get as many reps during the week, and then you can go out there and just some extra time out there, time on task that they can get to work.
I don't know if we talked to you after the Wisconsin game, but did you say anything to the guys after, like last week, captains? You guys have any words for them after?
No, it's just more as stabilizing everything. Kalik, Carlo, and I, we've been here a while. We've seen, the ebbs and flows of the season. So, just trying to maintain and control things like that, and keep everybody in the right mindset for the next week.
Going back to that second year.